Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, in going to sports shows, and I'm using that theme this week because it's fresh in my mind, and it's really a big part of our fishing movement here, is getting our message spread afar so that people that would have never come up to this area may get an inspiration and think, we ought to go out and see what this is all about. Well, when they get here, we want more than just great fishing to please them. We want to please them in a more deep, all-round way. And so all the other things that a family can experience while they're here is important that we be able to tell them, show them, express to them so that they really will plan a vacation up here. Well, one of the things that we have, and I'll bet you an awful lot of you have never experienced this. You know, we show off our area to strangers, but we ought to be showing it off to ourselves as well because we really have some wonders here. Now, I'm going to tell you about one of the wonders. I've told you about this before, but Stone Valley Trail along the Raquette River in Colton is one of the most spectacular trails. I don't care if you travel to other parts of the world, to some of the most famous places in the world. You're not going to see anything more magnificent than walking along this trail along the Raquette River. Now, if you haven't been over there, it'll probably just sound like talk to you. But if you get a chance, the trail is pretty easy for anyone. Now, there's changes in elevation, and there's even steps along the way to help you get up areas that might be a little bit more difficult. So it's not like say, some of the trails along the water on the St. Lawrence that are flatter and just about anybody can walk or run or bike down. This trail is a bit more challenging, but I do believe almost anybody can go there and experience it. And what you experience is all of a sudden being in the most fabulous surroundings. Once you get on that trail, there's woods around you, and the sound of the Raquette River pouring down cliffs and changing elevation, and it is absolutely amazing. And the bonus would be if you could plan walking this trail when the water is being let out by the dam above it. Oh my golly. A few years ago, we had a kayak event there, and there were kayakers that had come from South America, from Asia, from all over the world. And some of the drops are like spectacular. You wouldn't think it's possible for a kayak or a person to go down these drops without killing themselves, without obviously capsizing the kayak. But these guys are so good, and this trail is so magnificent. We had one of our events in Messina. It was one of the Major League Fishing events sponsored by General Tire. And the girl that was representing General Tire had come from other parts of the world. She had grown up in many different countries. Her family was probably really well off. And she tried to experience some of the things around us when they weren't having the tournament, once the fishermen were all out on the water. And she told us that this Stone Valley Trail was one of the most magnificent she'd ever seen in her life, and she only regretted the fact that she didn't know about what this area was before coming up here, and she left her family behind. She said they would have all loved it. So, if you get a chance this year, and you would like a nice way to spend an afternoon, visit the Stone Valley Trail in Colton. It's an easy access, right along the river. There's places to park. The trail is easily marked. And I promise you, you will be surprised. You will be absolutely impressed. And you'll thank me for letting the word out. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.